Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show, and it's coming up next. Frank Tanana gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
So now here is Minnie Minoso. He will lead this one off today. And that misses ball four. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Ready now for the White Sox, Paul Konerko. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Here comes the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And plenty of room for Anderson, and there's one away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute.
Runner. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off when he took off early, but they just couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
At the plate, Harold Baines. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Frank Thomas. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Up next, Louis Aparicio. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Lifted in the air out to center field. And Edmonds will put this one away like so, and that will be that. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Now to the plate, Garrett Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
Solo shot here for Garrett Anderson. First home run of the campaign for him as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
So now to the plate, Tim Salmon. Swings through it for strike number 2.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a curveball misses inside.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Baines is under this one, and he puts it away for the first out.
Batting fourth.
Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Manny, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
In now, Mike Trout. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robert falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Johan Monkatta.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And stepping in, the veteran center fielder, Jim Edmonds. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Angels strike for one, and it comes on this solo home run. Second inning coming up, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Yasmani Grandal as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. The 3-1.
Hey. Helpful.
And he struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Johan Monkatta. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he's going to make the catch. Oh, and he paid the price for it, too, as he crashes into the wall.
The center fielder, Robert.
Into the box now, Luis Robert. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits,
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They still trail 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Troy Gloss. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Rodon has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
that's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 2-2 freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. As a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
At the plate now, Jose Iglesias fouled off. Swing and a little tapper. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Now at the plate, here is Leury Garcia, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Minnie Minoso. This one's flared off to the right side. Salmon's coming in for it, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Paul Konerko. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Harold Baines.
So now into the box is Harold Baines. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Starting to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. White Sox leave one. They trail this one 1-0. Ready now for L.A. Kurt Suzuki. Previously against Carlos Rodon. He's only 2 for 10. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Again, a 1-2. Fouled away. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Here's another 1-2.
Seven foul balls in a row. Okay, come on now. This is getting a little ridiculous. Don't be shocked if the pitcher throws the rosin bag at this one.
Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Garrett.
And now for the Angels, Jared Walsh. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the veteran left fielder, Garrett Anderson. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels are gone in order. They lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Frank Thomas. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Shoots this one over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batter, the shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
Next to hit, Luis Aparicio. He flew out in his last debut.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about it.
But we'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. It remains 1-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The batter now will be Tim Salmon. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
ready with another 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Mike Trout. Outside, 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he fouls this one off. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And another foul ball.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning. And now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts and all.
So now to the plate, Jim Edmonds. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Johan Monkatta. The 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next, it'll be Luis Robert. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, It's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Stepping in now, Leury Garcia.
Oh, that's inside.
Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that'll get over the wall, so the runner will have to hold up at third.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Standing in now, Minnie Minoso. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. The 2-1 home. In the air now, out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the tying run is in to score from third. So to the plate is the White Sox DH. Paul Konerko, no hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And it's 2-1 now to Konerko. Ready with the 2-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to...
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. White Sox pick up just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the imposing power bat, Troy Glaus. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You pull your hard hat on and you're trying to find a way to get into that bullpen.
To the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Angels strand 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Harold Baines. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate now, Frank Thomas. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted and inside with good hard stuff.
Ripped down the line. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch.
3-2.
Swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it in time to first, and there are 2 away. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. At the plate, Louis Aparicio. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still tied 1 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Jared Walsh. The 2-1 home.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 fouled off. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So now to the plate, Garrett Anderson. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Smoke toward third. Moncada has it, and that's the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 15, Tim Salmon.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th, and digging in next will be Tim Salmon. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a
Count
strike.
2 and 1.
Line drive to center field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Angels are gone in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The 1-1 home. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2.
I got to count 2
Well,
and 2.
pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. D-Row, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Next to stand in is Johan Monkatta, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Definitely not the side where he hits for more thunder. More pop in the bat swinging left-handed, but he's going to have to figure out a way to start to get a little bit more thunder swinging right-handed against left-handed pitching.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is the type one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Here comes the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Standing in now, Luis Robert. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Matt Foster gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 63, Matt Foster.
For the plate now is the designated hitter. Mike Trout struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Moncada gloves it on to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
So 1 away, and in steps Jim Edmonds. The 1-1 home. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Gloss. Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And it's fouled away.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a very big mistake as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Payoff pitch on its way. And this is popped up near second base. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels leave 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Mike Mayers is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 21, Mike Myers.
Tim Anderson is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Anderson.
In tight. Look out. That one sends him to the deck. It's ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Up next for Chicago, Minnie Minoso drove in a run with a sac fly last time up. The 1-1. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And plenty of room for Anderson, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Paul Konerko.
Striding forward now is the DH, Paul Konerko, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-run count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
That'll bring up Harold Baines. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope, outside.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
One run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Tim Anderson will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Second base, number 7, Tim Anderson.
Garrett is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Anthony Rendon. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Into the box, Jared Walsh. Maybe too much break on the slider, 2-1.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Bouncer up the middle. Aparicio has it to second for 1. To Thomas. They get them both, and the side is retired. Angels go quietly there. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Max Stassi is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 33.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Frank Thomas, who was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Here's the 3-1. Skied into straightaway right. Salmon has it, and that's the first out of the inning. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter, and that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
Into the box now, Louis Aparicio counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Flying toward right center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Steve Cishek takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is 1 gone here at the top of inning number 9.
Steve Cishek.
So now to the plate, Johan Monkatta bounced to first. He's right there to Iglesias for 1 on the first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. The Halos with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Garrett Anderson. This is skied into short left center. Center fielder coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder, number 15. 7.
At the plate now is Tim Salmon. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's it.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Is looked at and the count moves full. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Now a Line drive that's going to be caught out there at short, as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
The designated hitter, Mike Trout.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mike Trout. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Liner toward right center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2 out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Standing in now, Jim Edmonds.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
So a 2-run homer down the line in right. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
They say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
The final score this afternoon. The Los Angeles Angels came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Steve Cishek claims the win out of the pen his first. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the White Sox, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.